Hello and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. Today we're going to take a new adventure into the span experiments and start off with Turtle. Camp if you dare. Alright, so it's the first time I'm looking on this map and see that miners are somewhat fine. There is a lot of crimson pylons. Huh, okay. Let's see, so that's 6 breeder. So that's gonna be what pushes us out in the first place. I see. So I guess we're starting here and trying to just nullify this and hold a perimeter on these two fronts. Because this is already high ground. Like 9 high, that's pretty good. We just need to make sure this breeder train doesn't get active. And yeah, that seems to be the major threat here. The pylons, they'll fall eventually because there's not enough creeper here, I believe. Okay, let's begin. Yeah, that's gonna be close, actually. We'll see what happens here. No, it's gonna get over. I want to do this, but it's probably not gonna happen here. No, it's getting through. So just make another blaster just to cover that. The next interval... Oh, we don't have a tower there. We can just maintain this spot. No, you see, that's what's gonna happen, right? So, what we have to do here, in order to secure this area, we have to quickly build a cannon. Or at least, I want to try and attempt this start. Wow, that's not the right thing, though. Okay. Yeah, the problem's the priority here. So this might be one of those things where we're probably not going to be able to start there confidently. So that's the first interval, and then the next interval is going to be very disastrous for us if we don't stop it. So what we have to do is we have to get this breeder out of here. We have to get the creeper off the breeder as soon as possible. Oh, that's so close. Okay, I think that's manageable now. Actually, I think that's... yeah, that's pretty close. Except that happened instead. Okay. Hang on. We can revert back. Or we could just lose all the cannons. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's difficult. So, the first wave is fine, but then it starts just spreading out and developing more and more. So we need to completely clear all the creeper. That's gonna be rough with this. Because it's going to emit at least a little bit. I mean, who's to say we have to, like, rush this too? We could just stay up here. this is a good idea, it's just it's gonna spread very quickly. And then we still aren't worrying about the other emitters, but I feel like if we get rid of this, we should be fine for the rest of the game here. How does this work? How is this spreading exactly? Is that just not far enough? Yeah, it's just slightly not far enough in. But then why does it just completely spread afterwards? Like, surely this shouldn't spread from that, but it does. It just spreads all the way out. Huh. Yeah, okay, so that's not gonna happen then. We just have to do this instead. Okay, wonderful. Let's just get a mortar up instead, I guess. Yeah, that's just gonna be a thing now. Well, wonderful cannon work. Per usual. Okay. Yeah, that mortar not finishing kind of screws us over. So let's just do a normal start then. With cannons on the high ground. And then from there, I don't think there'll be any more restarts here. We just need to secure this position and then just maximize energy gain instead. So that breeder charge is always going to happen. Just build a mortar now. See if this is enough, maybe? I don't know. We need another cannon, though, as well. We need another cannon, because the one cannon doesn't cut it. I'm trying to squeeze out as much energy here as I can. Yeah, seems fine. Come on, man. Just slightly not enough firepower here. That tower will be fine. No? Oh, it will be fine, okay. You gotta get this mortar on the breeder side. Another cannon in the meantime. This is definitely an interesting way of playing this, but... intended? I don't know. It's definitely some... it's a different challenge, I guess. Okay. This is gonna get disconnected though. Just fighting back the emitters, or not even the emitters, just the breeder terrain, pretty much. Yeah, I guess we're just not gonna have that spot anymore. So maybe we can do this and see what we can claim after. Slowly move in. We just need enough. It seems simple, but we don't really have a great way of actually attacking this without AC. And this is gonna activate soon, so that's not really what we want to see either. Also, everything here needs lifting too. Which is right there, so... maybe. This is probably... Well... This is definitely a safer start. We're gonna have to get more mortars. I think we can squeeze in a tower there. We need another cannon. Slowly getting to that point where it's not really sustainable. I mean, it works. It works for the breeder, but it's not gonna work long term if we can't get a handle on it. Just keep that cannon in the back for now so it doesn't shoot. I guess we have this area. So yeah, I mean, we don't have to, it's just emitters. We don't have to deal with anything else, so... We can just get this breeder turret out of here. I think, yeah, at this point we're doing a decent bit. We're basically having it restart every time instead. It'll still get up here, but... It's a stalemate at this point. The energy is not the best, but... that pylon being there is also... and active is also not great, but... At this point, what can we do? We can assume that's probably slower than usual. I mean, this one actually, that seems really fast compared to the others, but it also might be just because it's mounting a response to the mortar. I don't think you can shoot anything from that position. Well, how do we move on from here? Guess we can get this energy, that energy. This is gonna be close as well. Towers on the low ground are gonna start dying here. Just build a cannon. Yeah, we gotta just maximize our area right now. The Crimson is a mounting response, but I don't think it has enough creeper currently to even come up here. I guess we could build a factory and then use that blue eye to our advantage. Because currently we have access to about one. Sweeper would be nice because that's not really energy usage. So for as long as that lasts, we can probably try and deny any more growth from the breeder terrain if all else fails. Yeah, I don't expect to hold this the whole time. It's eventually gonna get up. Yeah. I think just a mortar here. Just move the mortar at this point, and then move this mortar here. So we have cannons just to protect the towers. This is pretty much gone. But if we can get that mortar up, we should be good. Yeah, that tower. That's fine, that's fine. It's definitely energy cost, but so long as we can just hold back the Crimson here. The plan of attack here would be probably these two. Have you move to this position, have these two move forward, and then Try and go from there. Maybe put a mortar there, but our energy is kind of inadequate to support another mortar. But yeah, just a few tries just to see how fast we can counter this. We can't counter it initially because it just gets destroyed. Yeah. This cannon's taking damage. Too much damage. The mortars focus on that breeder. Or at least attempt to. I guess not. I guess it's not happening. Always on the sprayer. So for now it's fine, but as soon as that second pylon gets connected, we're gonna need another mortar there too. Which isn't really ideal because we want to be spending as little energy as possible apparently. Just move you forward. If we put the sprayer on the edge, it might deny some breeder terrain early. We don't want to lose it either. Still getting damaged, okay. Put it back. Maybe you can move you two there. I think it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. Well, actually, if the anti-creeper stays on it, maybe not. But, yeah, okay. If you can just hold on just a little bit. Oh, that cannon died because it's on the edge. Cool. I love that. I kinda love how that works sometimes. The cannon's dying because it's on an edge. I mean, is this denied at this point? Like, mostly, but it can still resurge like that. Okay, so now that's done. Just try and limit its spread. It's gonna get one more wave off, I think. But from that point onward, we should be able to deal with the rest of the map. Also, emit mode is off, so at this point the terrain is also weaker. That was a bad move. Interesting that we get Argon. I guess for some of the totems, okay. At this point, what we want to do is just deny the rest of this. It's not going to activate too much anymore anyway, but yeah, it should be good. Just have another cannon here, have a mortar move over there. This cannon can't really do much, but it's fine. From here we can pretty much just deal with the emitters. We'll put the sprayer there for a while until we secure the rest of the positions here, because there's still a creeper like hanging around. I don't really want it to activate the breeder terrain at all. Alright, nice damage on that mortar. We could get shields as well. Shields prevent that from activating. And I guess then we can just use our sprayer instead. What died? The tower on the lower ground, okay. Can get another mortar. Get a nullifier for that. Put this sprayer out here. I mean, this pushes out the anti-creeper, but it also has it stuck in there. Okay. That crimson is getting close, though. So, what is this wall? just realized that that's just really high. Just keep building mortars, I suppose. Keep this cannon. Actually, I'll just move it over there and just deal with that. Put a mortar there so I can deny that creeper from entering as well. The only reason for the shields is to deny any creeper from ever entering there. And the way the shields are positioned, it shouldn't happen ever. Deficit now, though. Deficit is not too good, especially when it's in double digits, not including decimals. Yeah, I guess. It's too many mortars currently, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We were able to build up from there. Yeah, in the minute mode, so we're at 3.2 now, so that means we're pretty much winning against the creeper at this point. If we just handle the energy problems, then actually we can just put these two cannons in the front as well. At this point, we probably want to just go for a wraparound on that pylon. Maybe. Just deny any more crimson from popping out, since we have a sprayer up and at full capacity at most times. So we're gonna start expanding towards that. Of course, we don't want to be fighting the crimson here. If we can deny it getting creeper, let's... okay. That always happens to me somehow, I just don't understand. Just a little bit of creeper just manages to kill the mortar just in time before I notice. We're overbuilding the mortars at this point, so focus on towers instead. It's a nice little challenge. It's unfortunate we couldn't just get rid of it initially, but I guess we couldn't really deny it due to the fact that the intervals sort of worked that way. I mean, it's nice to see a deficit that's single digits, because then you know you're using up all the energy you're ever generating, and you can still supply your units. That's typically what you want to see. You don't want to see your mortars just die. Alright, I'll just leave 2 cannons there while we move onwards. Just set up a perimeter and then move the mortars forward instead. The Crimson's usually going to use more and more creeper in the same area. I think 2 mortars can adequately counter a pylon. From there we can use these cannons to push onward. Maybe we can set up a connection there. Sure, we can sneak out some more energy. I wonder why. Well, I mean, I guess they want turtle if you dare. I don't know. I mean, that's positioning is pretty ideal. I mean, I think this would be more ideal, personally. Just to, like, not have to deal with so many weapons early on, but... And then, like, you won't have to deal with the main supply of creeper on this map. Then again, I mean, if you just deny it early on, we can just have a free win, pretty much. There we go again, not defending mortar sufficiently, but... Yeah, just try and hope the pylons don't really work together there. We should probably get another sprayer because we're at 360. And you do not want to stay at max. Okay, move this mortar forward as well. Let's see, is this gonna... Oh, that doesn't necessarily handle all of that. This will handle most of the rest of that. Don't have our mortars in the front lines, which isn't great. Okay. So from there, we move up that cannon. Okay, so from this point, we're just gonna go for green R and denying these two pylons in the front, because the others are sort of whatever, they're just protecting the totems. Power of 2 pylons. Meet the power of 2 sprayers. I guess they're just crystal, but they're pretty much just crimson pylons. Yeah, just building some more mortars, because we seem to be handling the energy well now. That tower's gonna die, so let's just put that there, not there. Yeah, that mortar died, because not paying attention. Just deny this, please. So that's deactivating, but that doesn't matter, because as soon as that's rising, it's already making crimson. Well, I would assume at less efficiency, but I'm not entirely convinced. Seeing is believing, and what I've seen is that it makes crimson when it just turns on. I wonder what happens if you just put a unit on there? Like, when it's deactivated? Does it still go up even though the unit's on that? I don't even know. Is that a way of just denying it completely too? Huh. That would be something to look into. It's not these things. Because they're in the way of the green arm, I might as well just get rid of them as soon as possible. Guess I could also, no, I cannot actually do that. That would be like a great spot for it, it's just the factory's right in the middle. Like maybe I can squeeze one in there. Yeah, okay, nice. It's gonna be that way. We're not gonna be able to support much of it, but we can build some. And just do denial. Oops. Wait, what? Next enemy air sac? 6, 7 spores, 6 striders. Is this just coding that's not working? So there were supposed to be enemies coming from these emitters. Interesting. 6 striders, 7 spores, air sac. But it's not even charging up. Huh. Okay. I guess that's just coding that's not working. That's a shame. That'd be amazing to see, but then how would I know? That'd be like a rage quit moment. It's like, how was I supposed to know the emitters were gonna make enemies? Guess I should be clicking on those from now on, if you can actually program them to spawn enemies like that. Of course, it's not successful in its programming, but it's definitely a threat that I should consider later. Alright. Oh, nice. So that's ARG. Okay. I mean, I don't even... Oh, no, I do have to. Well, no, I don't. No, I do not have to actually connect that. I don't even have to go over there. I will disarm this, though. Because as a result, it's going to get nasty. I have a high deficit for some reason. Huh. Why is this happening? Does this activate, like, now? No. Oh, it's the bombers. Yeah, that makes sense now. It's the bombers getting their ammo, of course. Yeah, very high energy cost, but they do their job. We'll make it so I don't have to casually advance like this anymore. And they're off. And there goes my energy again. There's a mortar that's not defended with a cannon. Bye-bye, tower. Oh, maybe it's safe. I think this is like the first time I'm using bombers, but it's mainly just because I don't want to deal with those emitters far out. Or at least not yet. I could definitely like start heading towards those though. But right now I just want to get green iron and then supply these totems. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't, those emitters are just not working, I guess. That's a shame. Or at least they're emitting creeper, but they're not emitting the enemies that they're designed to, apparently. Just put pylons on top of them. I don't know. I don't know, that sounds like a really bad idea they activate. Could you have imagined if this was like Flip Reader though? That would be amazing. I guess we could probably support 2 more bombers. Maybe just denial. I know there's like a... I think there's like a extra bomber there, yeah. Okay, let's just focus you on that instead. It's a lazier way of handling the creeper, but it works. A lot less clicking, and we can get this done in a modest amount of time. That's F9 and see what we can do. Just double up on the refineries. Alright. Yeah. I shouldn't actually be setting up a perimeter here because I don't have a reclaim objective, so... That one's disarmed already, okay. Okay. Just... Yeah, so this totem and the one, actually no, it's just that totem. Okay. Just go for it then. Let us go for it then. We also need to get the creeper off the green ore, so we can harvest it. Not bad. Probably, let's just do that instead. Cover the pits instead. That'll be much more efficient for the payload. Just have, I don't know, 2 more cannons, 3 more cannons. It doesn't really matter at this point, I think we have enough energy. That's a risky totem tower. Yeah, that's fine. We have you here, we can move you mortars there. Are we in nullify range? Not quite, we have to get to that layer if we don't, unless we want a terp. Which I don't. Yeah, that tower did go down. Nah, that's fine. At this point, we may as well just nullify these as well. That pylon over there has a thin amount of creeper. Put a cannon. Nah, there's already a cannon there. So all of the totems, except for that one in the top center, is active. Guess we want to do a march here. Pylons. Adequate amount of pylons everywhere. Makes the energy happier. Yeah, I could just spread out these cannons at this point. Where's my other sprayer? There, come here. I need your assistance. We can get some more AC as well. It's always nice having some extra AC. That should be capped. We'll see if we can get a nullifier there. It's a gamble, but I will try it. Yeah, like, if the emitters mean enemies, that would be very interesting. I haven't seen that at all. It's unfortunate it doesn't work, but I guess, I mean... I don't know what's wrong with the emitters there. If it's because of a new update, or just not programmed to work. I don't know. Maybe it's just a display to scare you. I'm not really sure. It's mind games. Nah, but that wouldn't be the intention. They're still highlighted as enemies too. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I'll just... Hang on. Stop. Okay. There we go. sometimes I can't cancel, or I can't reassign units because it wants me to cancel instead. Let's actually move the rift out at this point. So we have totems, we just need to nullify, and then we're done here. Could definitely be done faster. I think this idea, probably not the best one, but you need to go down actually before you do this. Otherwise they're going to be disconnected forever. You don't really want that. Yeah, just focus on the emitter. I'll have a bomber here and a bomber there. Just focus on the deepest creeper. Alright, yeah, so now that that's at the correct altitude, we don't disconnect. That was a close one on that, but luckily it was at the end of the map. Yeah, that should be it. Not bad, not bad. We get to use some of our bombers for just capping off the emitters temporarily. And for the most part, it was a pretty nice map. Kind of wish the emitters worked. That would be a nice surprise. Fortunately, they don't, but I don't know. Maybe they activate later? I don't know. It's kind of strange. Like, maybe there's a time limit of like an hour, and if you don't do it in an hour, it starts spawning these enemies? I don't know. I wish I knew. Anyways, that's the end of Turtle. I had a nice surprise clicking on that emitter, but nothing came out. Okay. Alright, and that'll be the end for this episode. Of course, we're gonna submit, and it's not the best time, but it is enough. Anyways, if you have made it this far, thank you for watching. And as always, have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.